Welcome back, it's Back to the Basics. I'm Sean Barr, and today we are talking about DNS security. Are we going to secure this request? I think so. Let's go! Alright, we're back and we are talking DNS security. And so, what is DNS security? Well, we did a video covering what is DNS, so we already covered that piece. So this is adding a layer of security on the lookup component of DNS. And so when you think of how you operate any kind of device that's connected to the internet, that you're doing browsing and any of that type of stuff, it's going to use DNS to resolve IP addresses. And when it does that, if you inject security intelligence into that, so is this domain, is it known for malware? Is it some command and control site? Is this, from a filtering perspective, is this gambling? Is this some content that I want to limit for my user base? So DNS has the power to do that at a very low cost. And what I mean by low cost is you don't need endpoint type software. You could just point the endpoint to the DNS servers that have the logic to prevent that type of traffic. So it's super effective for providing a perimeter, because if you use public-based DNSs, or if you point to a public-based DNS that has this filtering capability, you could use this feature and functionality wherever you go. Additionally, some of these DNS protection mechanisms, like Umbrella, have a software component that goes on your machine, and that software component ensures that if I'm connected locally on the LAN or if I'm remote, I'm going to get that layer of DNS security, meaning I'm going to encrypt my requests, my DNS requests to it. It's going to identify me, who I am, and it's going to know what content that user should be able to get to if you were doing some content filtering. And additionally, it provides the layer of security. So for example, things like command and control, things like if I was going to download an application from a site that wasn't trusted, the DNS layer could prevent that type of transaction from happening. We did a video on endpoint protection where we covered a little bit about that, the endpoint. Now we're talking about the DNS layer. So it provides this layered security approach. So at the perimeter, the way I'm seeing the internet is through the lens of a DNS security appliance or a DNS security service like Umbrella, where they're doing some proactive prevention. I'm preventing from command and control. I'm preventing from known sites to have malicious content or bad content. Or if I just wanted to do content filtering, I could do all of that through DNS. So we talked a little bit about how it's used. How easy is it to deploy? Well, some of them require an agent, so it's deploying something on a PC. If it's in the LAN or the local area network of your company or of your environment, you could simply point the DNS addresses through DHCP, we did a video on that, to these servers, and then it would just automatically work for all the clients connecting to your network. So it's super easy to deploy and really effective. And we talked a little bit about how it could help. It could do some anti-X type capabilities. It could filter malicious sites, and also it could do some content filtering all through DNS without a lot of heavy lifting. And what we mean by heavy lifting is a proxy or something that's sitting in the middle. It's doing it just through the DNS request. All right, so if we said anything in this video that you'd love to know more about, make sure you leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next Back to the Basics. Thanks for watching.